Hello and welcome to another edition of This Week in Indie Comics, where we talk to you about the top stories going on in indie comics. So buckle up and let's take a journey through the happenings of indie comics this week. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I am the advocating voice for Indie Advocates. This week on the Comic-Con Highway, if you're going north to Pennsylvania, you're going to find the Sci-Fi Valley Con Part 7, which will feature Thomas Stewart. Also on the Comic-Con Highway in Alabama, you'll be able to learn about autism awareness as it will be brought to the Magic City Comic-Con. The Autistic Jedi will be there, and we'll go over what the Autistic Jedi in R4AU is for you new viewers in just a minute. Comic-Con Highway Midwest exit is going to have the amazing Wizard World Columbus, which features Dirk Manning, Eric Hudson, Mike Watson with a Victor Dandridge appearance. And it also has Dale Lavio. I always say his name wrong. I'm going to show you guys real quick exactly what we're talking about. And while that loads, we're asking you guys, what are the top 10 cons in the world? Go to this link, add the con you think deserves to be in the top 10, then advocate for it. And remember, you guys can vote for as many cons as you want. So we're going to take a quick minute and take a deeper look into Wizard World, which is going to have Dirk Manning, Mike Watson, Victor Dandridge, which this is all Victor Dandridge's stuff. Mike Watson, or Michael Watson, he does freestyle comics, is right there. We're going to have Eric Hodson, the amazing creator of the dreaded Dinosaur Man, and Dale Lazaro. I have to ask him how to pronounce his name because I hate making it wrong. He's going to be at Wizard World in 408. So that's going to be Wizard World. Also in the Midwest, if you're going to be near Colorado, you can check out Lycan 2's creator, Steve Kirby, at the IdeaCon 2018 in Pueblo City County Library District. Also on the Comic-Con Highway in the South, in Virginia, you're going to have Jeff Weber, who will be tabling at the Virginia Comic-Con. Check out this amazing and very difficult conversation we had on Creator Talk from Mr. Grant and his experiences at Motor City and how as we as a community must rise and change the standards. Speaking of standards, Satane Zilia blows them away when it comes to art. She did an amazing job on my personal book, Fetish Babies, and has done an amazing job in her new book, The Warrior. Please go vote for Satane Zilia today. I consider it a personal favor. She is that amazing of an artist that I am throwing my full weight behind her. Please help support Satane today. Also in the Comic-Con Highway in Illinois, the Superman celebration is going on, and it's going to have Sean Dulane and Brian K. Morris. That's happening the 7th through the 10th. Now, we talked about how the Autistic Jedi and the autism awareness is going to be brought on the Comic-Con Highway this week. But what is the Autistic Jedi and the Autism Awareness Campaign? Well, let me have the opportunity to tell you. R4AU and the Autistic Jedi is about educating and advocating for special needs children. It's their sole purpose. Autism Awareness is dedicated to their daughter, Tori, the Autistic Jedi. Their mission is to advocate for awareness and acceptance. The verbal and nonverbal alike deserve a voice for equality. They will be giving them a voice, and us at Indie Advocates are more than happy to be an affiliate in helping them. You can contact them directly for information on how you can help them raise awareness for research, funding, and understanding. And supporting a Kickstarter takes only a single dollar. That's right, $1 show support attracts attention, funds projects, supports creators, and creates new worlds. And remember, if you're creating a new world and you want it to be Kickstarted, learn from the best. Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, 2nd edition, a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding is now available on Amazon, written by the amazing Madeline Holly Rising from Boston Metaphysical Society fame. And we found out recently that you can actually make a comic book come to life by buying a t-shirt. That's right, one t-shirt at a time can bring to life Terracona. The Phantom Hawk has returned and is now on Kickstarter. And the Phantom Hawk adventures continue what is going to be in an ongoing series with Apogee Comics. If you want to take a trip up to Elk Mountain, it's a 64-page graphic novel about the role of superheroes play in communities they defend, as well as how fear can tear communities apart. I love indie comics because we deliver such unique stories and very powerful stories, and I really think that's going to be a powerful story. And if you like goth girls, this is going to be something amazing for you. It is Crossing 2 and 3, new issues in this paranormal series. An annoying goth princess haunts the rookie train conductor who ran her over. Paranormal couple counseling, anyone? Well, you can join that counseling session on Kickstarter now. You guys remember Chucky, right? Well, what if Chucky was a duck? I give you Ducky. This is one rubber ducky you wouldn't want to find in your bath. He'll be your friend till the end. The trouble is, he will be your end. Cthulhu Kids, first edition of this cosmic terror of mythos madness. A Lovecraftian school for the naughty offspring of the mythos characters. Join Kid Cthulhu, Sydney Shagagoth, and the rest of the gang on Kickstarter now. You can hear Jack screaming in the background. Perfect timing, though, for Cthulhu Kids. Ruby and the Warriors of Dion, an epic fantasy tale of a young mage on a quest for vengeance. Brought to you by Spotty Entertainment and collaborated with Evolutionine, which, I mean, they bring such amazing books to life. And we also have one more Comic-Con to talk to you guys about, and that's the Comic-Con going on in Texas. It's the Greater Austin Comic-Con featuring Jason Schultz. That is June 16th. Reign of Cthulhu continues its reign on Kickstarter. It's an augmented reality game that combines, I should say, t-shirts, mobile devices, and augmented reality into one fun-filled, immersive Lovecraftian gaming experience. So back the Reign of Cthulhu and Kids of Cthulhu and play the game and read the book while you wait for your next opponent. They are not joined in any way other than this program, but, you know, if you like Cthulhu, this is a great show for you guys. Project Access is a serialized science fiction action book about a young man's journey to recover the identity he lost. Imagine waking up in the middle of the desert and not knowing who you are, and you've been hit by a car. That was one of the taglines I read for it. Very, very fascinating. The Fist is set in the 1900s Philadelphia. The Fist is the tale of Riley Reese, a working-class stiff with an affection for vigilante justice. Punch his way out of Kickstarter by backing him now. Binary Star #1. The Big Cosmic Joke for the first time. 120-page trade paperback graphic novel collecting volumes 1 through 5 of this sci-fi webcomic series. Binary Stars, now available on Kickstarter. Take a trip into the darkness with me. When dark secrets from the past invade your present, how far would you go to bury those demons forever? Find out just how far this story goes by backing it now on Kickstarter. And speaking of darkness, the Lycans are back. Lycan #2. This is the Kickstarter for the second issue of the Lycan comic book. For those who haven't seen the first one or read the first one, my God, it was amazing. It was by Steve Kirby. Great creator. I loved the book. I can't wait for this. I was so happy to see it come back. Check it out for the exciting continuation from Lycan #1. And I know it's dinner time when we're filming this today, and for those of you who are watching it, you might be during lunch. So why not pick up a hot lunch on Kickstarter? That's right, Hot Lunch, the all-ages Magna-style graphic novel, a beautifully illustrated, dramatic heist story for all ages. Hot Lunch is the latest adventure by Magna creators Maya Menda. If you guys can pronounce it better, please tell me how. And don't miss out on the epic adventures of Deathbag, Holier Than Thou edition. Collection 4 issues of this comic along with some special goodies. Don't leave the Deathbag to die on Kickstarter. Back him now. And as always, we want to take a minute, and this is very important to us. Every show that we do for indie news and This Week in Indie Comics, we like to take a moment to encourage you guys to check out The Veteran's Wife on Facebook and see how you can support our veterans today, as we at Indie Advocates think that it is extremely important that we support our veterans. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all the veterans. We truly appreciate your service and your sacrifice. We would like to give you an extra special thank you to the veterans that do not want to be recognized, the silent stoic veterans. For the horrors that they've seen in wars, to them, nothing to be thanked for. They don't put it out there for the world to know, for they are truly struggling, for they are now battling their own war here at home. You are not alone. You are loved and appreciated, and you will always be our heroes, even if you refuse the title. This has been Indie News presents This Week in Indie Comics. If you have something that you want us to cover on the show or on Indie News, please reach out to us and send us an email at IndieAdvocates@gmail.com or join our group, which you can instantly be taken to up here in our menu right under, I've misplaced it, right under Get Featured Here. Just kidding, I knew where it was. And you can be taken to our group, and you guys can vote on what Comic-Con should be the top Comic-Cons, the top 10. Little hint, everyone must vote for New York Comic-Con because it is the best con. I'm just saying, just putting it out there, it has to be done. New York Comic-Con #1. Forget about that like California, San Diego show, blah. It's just a bunch of trailers. New York Comic-Con is where it's at, and C2E2 and a couple other amazing shows. And don't forget to support your indie shows on that list and make sure that, you know, the more, what I mean by indie is the smaller ones. Shout out to a few of the smaller ones on the list, which include Daytona Comic-Con, Planet Comic-Con, Comicpalooza, which is up and coming, the Great Philadelphia Comic-Con, Southwest Florida Comic-Con, and Rose City Comic-Con. I'll give some love to Rose City because they deserve love. I don't know about all of the cons on the list, but you can see that I voted for a lot. So if you like a con, don't hesitate to share the love. Vote for all the ones that you think deserve some love. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I am the advocating voice for Indie Advocates. And remember to support indie comics this weekend on Kickstarter or at your local Comic-Con.